Welcome to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and welcome to my All Objectives Complete guide in Unity of Command 2. This time I'm going to start off with VOLTURNO line. And what's interesting about this center is that I actually start with quite a lot of things already checked. So I already start off with Jefferson River, Sangre River, and Maintain Bridge already prepared, which I think is pretty cool, so it's quite an interesting start. Now what is the difficult part here is that you have a lot of really strong units here that are ready to destroy you. And there is no way for you to unsupply them because they get supplied from here and from here, and because of these rough mountains there's no way for you to get through like this and unsupply them. You just can't do that. That's very difficult, especially not in the 5 turns, which is your time to get to Rapido River, which is this over here. So how do you do it? Well, in this scenario you have to utilize the knowledge of engineers and artillery specialists and utilize it. So you need one of your units here, which is going to be this one in my case, to have our engineer. You also want to add it up to 6 steps to the full amount, and then what you're going to be doing is going to be moving here and using the set piece attack to lower the Rapido River. Now the engineers, they give you all kind of bonuses where they allow you to sort of ignore different sort of shifts and stuff like that, and when it comes to using set piece attack, it allows you to lower the loss of the entrenchment higher. So for example, if you were using it on the people in casino, they would get from 45 straight up to nothing. So you want to place it over here, and then you want to add another artillery specialist to this tank. Now as you see here, this tank already has some artillery specialists, but artillery can go up to maximum shift of 5, and this type of artillery, this is by the way the purple square with the dot in the middle, it only gives you +3, so if you add another one you can get +5, and then your idea is essentially going to be to use the set piece attack to lower their entrenchment, and you're going to use some suppressive power. So you want to make sure that all of these units have kind of like some sort of artillery. Then once you get to Rapido River, you want to go there and you want to stay there and protect it. Same with the Maintain Bridge. Do not fight any of the other units. All you need to do is stand on these 2 places and hold. You don't want to fight because they're way too strong and they'll kill you. So instead you're going to be holding, then they kill you, then they kill off the unit they're holding. Then you're going to use the same tactic with the suppressive fire and the set piece attack to destroy whatever is gotten into here. Then you're going to place another unit, then you're going to stay again. Now in order to survive the staying there, you want to use entrenchment. So in the conference before the avalanche, so after the husky, you ideally should upgrade your HQs, and you should try to get them up to the entrenchment ability. I have also gotten the oversupply dump ability, but we haven't really needed that in the avalanche or in the VOLTURNO line. I'm not quite sure yet if you're going to need it in the following scenario, but you should definitely upgrade to at least entrenchment. You could do this map without entrenchment also, but it's much easier if you do get the entrenchment upgrade, because then you can entrench these units, which is going to make it much easier for you to hold. Also with these 2, you're going to be losing these areas and then getting them again. That's not really a problem. That's okay. Like I said, if the unit dies, if you just want to move on to the next one. Also, you don't necessarily need to hurry getting this, because you're going to need to get to Pescara, which takes a while. So you don't need to hurry over here. Now with Pescara, what you're going to need here is, again, one of these units, for example, this one needs to have like engineers. This will allow you to lower, with the set piece attack, to lower their entrenchment faster. So especially the unit that's going to be straight up on Pescara is fortified, so you can get it down pretty quickly. And then you want to make sure that these other tanks have some artillery specialists if possible. Then you want to essentially move this tank, that tank, and also the tank that you have somewhere here on Foggia towards Pescara, and then you're just going to be trying to slowly kill them off one by one. I would recommend, if you have a card for naval bombardment, to use it so that you can get rid of the people in Pescara quickly, because what happened to me in my run, you'll see it, I got fairly quickly in a few turns. I've gotten Rapido River, Maintain Bridge, but taking over Pescara took me quite a while. So if I had naval bombardment, I'd be able to do it much quicker and have much less losses. Now when it comes to Campo Basso, you just want to make sure that all of these have some artillery specialists, sometimes even 2, and you're going to keep using suppressive fire onto this unit until you can get rid of this. You can also use set piece attack to lower the entrenchment, and then with the others use suppressive fire. Always use set piece attack first, so that the suppressive fire is going to be more effective. Then you just need to push this tank away, and you're going to hold on to this, and that's it. Welcome back from the tactics window. So first thing I'm doing is buying the engineer and placing it on the person in the Sangre River. Next up I'm taking my armor and adding it on the tank next to Foggia. I'm placing some of the artillery specialists, and then I'm buying the M7 priests and adding them to the units next to Campo Basso. Now these give you +2 artillery, so with the specialists I already have there, both of these units are going to get +5 artillery, which is very, very strong. Alright, next up we're moving to the second HQ, where I first buy engineers and place them on this unit. And then I'm just going to deploying the things I already have, some sort of adding some extra steps, as many as I can to this unit. And then I have some artillery specialists that I can add somewhere. So I'm going to add them to the tank, so I could again use the set piece attack and suppressive fire combination that we talked about in the tactics. Essentially, you want to always set piece attack first, and once you lower the entrenchment, the suppressive fire is going to be stronger, which is the main idea. And I just keep supplying the units that I have, nothing really special about that. I'm going to repair this bridge to ensure that my supply can move through to the other units there. And then I'm just adding some new bridges where it seems like they could be useful. They're not really important, but it's going to help you move through the rivers a bit easier. Finally, I'm going to move my HQ just a step closer so that the range that is on maintain breach can be also in range of the HQ so it can use its abilities. I'm moving the supply hubs elsewhere because the one that's currently placed, it's really not that useful, so I'm trying to get it closer to so that it could supply my units over there, which it will once the bridge is built. And that's it for the battle preparation, and now we begin. We'll start this off with a set piece attack. Oh, so actually, so I already moved back, so it's kind of easy for us. So let's move through towards the tank. Otherwise, the idea is that you would use your suppressive attack on the tank to try to destroy it and get it to fall back from Campo Basso, so you could continue. But because he fell back, you can just kind of keep moving in that direction. Now over here, you want to start moving towards Pescara. So I'm going to move this unit over here, take those engineers, move in that direction, and move this in this direction. You're going to need to fix this bridge. It's going to be pretty important. And we're going to continue with the tank and everything else in that direction as well. Okay. This tank is going to move there and help. This can move forward. Now here, we're going to start off an attack as well. So we'll start this off with a suppressive fire. We can get rid of 3 of their suppression. And then here we could do a feint attack. Actually, we should probably first use the airstrike. It doesn't do anything, never mind. So let's do a feint attack. And then we could step in with this unit. It would be a 1-0 though. So we're going to stand where we are. And next time we're going to try to do some more. We're going to move forward here. And use a feint attack. We're not going to use a feint attack. And here I'm going to entrench myself. So I can sort of hold on, make sure that he's not going to kill me off. And then we're going to move with the tank this way. Yeah. Alright. Move this unit forward as well. And that's about it. Alright. I'm going to end our turn. Yeah, we should check for a supply. So we are not supplied there. We could add a truck. Let's do it. We probably don't need this truck here. Gonna get supplied there anyway. And we might want to add a truck. No, okay, so as soon as we fix the bridge, it's gonna be fine there. So we could unclick that. And we could add a supply on help out with this part. Okay, so let's end the turn. Here the enemy is not doing anything. That's pretty interesting actually. Alright, next up we want to continue attacking the Rapido River. So we'll start off with suppressive fire with the tank, I believe. Yeah, that gives us 3 suppression. They have no retreat. That's pretty good. We'll continue with another suppressive fire over here. Ooh, destroy them completely. That's nice. And we're gonna move this unit away and this unit in and do a 0-3 attack. And we're gonna move forward with, I am guessing, this unit. And we definitely don't want to attack. We just want to stand there. But in the meantime, we're going to take this unit and fortify it. And we're going to move this closer, I think. You don't really need to fight them off. All you need to do is kind of hold on so that they don't kill you. I would really like to fortify this unit, but I can't. We could... Can't even destroy any bridges. Not that it would be helpful. Never mind. Let's focus on the stuff here. So I'm going to need to move these engineer units over here so that next turn we could start using the set piece attack, which would be quite helpful. Here we could use a feint attack again. I guess we'll do that. And we're going to move this closer. I wonder if I should just like step out of the way and move closer with this tank. I mean, we could. Sure, let's do it. Because this one has suppressive fire, so if I use the set piece attack there, I can use suppressive fire after. Let me use an airstrike on these guys. Okay, didn't do anything. And make sure this is not supplied, so we're going to have to add something here to the Sangro River, maybe. Possibly we could remove this. I don't think we need that. And we'll move this, we'll let this tank kind of follow up over there now. Let's focus back over here. We've got this tank here that we could attack. Ooh, we could go into this actually. Potentially an interesting position. Yeah, let's move to there, and we'll move this over here. Next time it should get supplied pretty well. I'm gonna follow up, and you can move like so. Alright, so we're gonna end our turn. So if they take Rapido River, we're surrounding it from 4 adjacent hexes, so we should be able to take it back pretty easily. Oof, they're gonna destroy the thing on Maintain Breach, which is not ideal, but we have the tank that we can push in after. They have so many things. I'm so glad we're entrenched, that's really helping us out. So like I said, in this map, it's really about getting all the objectives for at least 1 turn consecutively, and then you're done. Okay, so all my units are back to being suppressed. That's nice. Being active. That's surprising, but also nice. We're gonna entrench this again, get it to be fortified, and we're gonna entrench this as well. So we're gonna get a better protection over here. We gotta keep focusing on it. So I said we'll start this off with the set piece attack. Get there. So we could get them to go to 2 levels below. So from fortification they would go to nothing, but they're only entrenched, so it didn't move that far. We move these guys there. This is a 1-1. Oh, this is a 0-2. That's great. The slightly unfortunate thing is that they're cornered, so they can't really run away. I like it better if I don't have to like fight them off completely and they just like leave. Not really an option right now. Oh, we could get free set piece attack. That's definitely good. Then we want to move forward. We can move forward with this. You know what we might? I'm gonna move forward with the tank. And let's use an airstrike on the tank here. I am fully, oh, I'm not fully supplied. Well, let's add something there. Yeah, we could do a 0-2 attack, sure. And 0-1 attack as well. When we could step into their supply, which wouldn't really help in getting them unsupplied because they're so close, because they're on railways and stuff like that. But it's still kind of helpful. Alright, that's it. Entrench fortified where we need to be, and off we go. Yeah, they're gonna do a lot of hits here. Really not much we can do about it. So essentially if they kill the unit, all we need to do is like have other units move in. They're not dead yet. They're gonna die now. Yeah, they're dead. I'm going to move this unit in and start this off with suppressive fire. Here we could do feint attack and nothing. However, I can move this in and do a 1-1. And then move this in to defend against Casino. And then here we're going to do later on fight off. But first we need to focus on this always. So we'll start this off with suppressive fire, which is useless. Yeah, we need to start using... Well, we could use set piece attack on these guys, I guess. And then we could use suppressive fire on this on the left. Take a step back, move in with this, and kill them. Move away. Move in and kill off this other unit. Great. And again, because it's overrun. Now this will allow us to move in there for an attack next turn, and we need to move these specialists there so that they can do the set piece attack later. So then I can use my airstrike on the people here and maintain breach. And this is going to allow me to do a 0-2. And another one. I'm going to step in there with the tank. Again, can't entrench there, so yeah. We're going to have to hold on. We could use suppressive fire, but then we would lose our entrenchment. So let's use suppressive fire here, for example. And we could try to finish off this tank. Nice. And again. And then we're going to step in so we can get protected a little bit better. And we're going to grab some prisoners over on this side. And yeah, next time we're going to start off at Pescara. Now let me just check if I could redeploy some units. We've got some armor, nowhere to place it. Free French infantry, no. And engineers. Add some engineers over to there. And with the US HQ, could I add any unit? UK infantry, US armor, no. Churchill unit. Could place that unit on maintain breach. But we can't move away now. Okay. And all good here as well. Alright, keep going at Pescara as always. We're going to start this with the set piece attack. Great, we completely removed the entrenchment. Then we'll do... Ooh, we can actually do 0-2 like this. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like a good thing. Because we killed off total units instead of just suppressed it. Then we're gonna get out with the tank, move in with... Ooh, I guess with these guys. And then we could use feint attack. Yeah, we can't get in because these others are standing in the way. We could use an airstrike there, but I am not going to, because we could ruin the city, which we don't want to, because then it's going to lose like unnecessary points for us. And we can destroy them next one. So we're going to use the airstrike on something here, ideally this. This is like the most dangerous part. And we're going to entrench this tank. And I guess I'll emergency supply this simply because I have the points. There's no reason not to. And we could use like suppressive fire here if we really wanted to. 0.3, 0.4, that's not good to use. That. So let's move this unit here. Again, it doesn't really matter, but... Alright, so we'll hit OK. We'll try to keep going on Pescara. Next time we should be able to take it over. Good. We're going to be on turn 6. I think we have, yeah, until turn 8, so we're kind of fine. So we'll start this off with... Actually, we could do 0-2 just straight up, so let's do that. And we get a free specialization grade. Here we can finish them off. And then we can step into Pescara, and we've done it all. Right, so again, the key here is do not try to kill off enemies when you don't need to. Instead, you want to entrench yourself, pick the strongest unit and place them onto position where you need them to be, and just hold on. Don't take any unnecessary fight. I would highly recommend, if you have things like what we have here as the naval bombardment, you might want to use it on Pescara, because you saw that, I think it was like turn 3 or 4, we had everything here, and the enemy didn't have many turns to hit us, so you were, even if you didn't use the entrenchment, you would have been probably fine. But it took us forever to move to Pescara, but the naval bombardment does a lot of damage. So if you have a card like that, use it. Instead of taking 3 turns to get Pescara, get it immediately and just be done with this. You don't want to stay in this scenario too long, because this scenario is difficult. They have a lot of units and there's no way for you to unsupply them. So all you can really do is just kind of like stand and just take it until these guys fight off Pescara, and that's it. I'm gonna use I'm gonna do like some extra killing here now because I know I can. But I've done like 2 more attacks and then I was like, you know what? No, we're done. You don't want to take unnecessary risks, like I said. I just want to finish it out. Alright, your victorious or primary objectives have been completed. You can click anywhere to see one of my short guides. Bye bye!